Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of After the Buzzer. I'm your host, ATB SHOM, aka SHOM Diggity, aka SHOM, what you want, call it. And I'm here with my main man, Joshua Counts, aka ATB Josh. Josh, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Just celebrating number day. Actually, shoot, I messed up my intro. I'm already dropping the ball. I'm dropping the ball. I don't know what's going on. I was
Oh,
prepared.
fair.
I'm choked. Lights too bright. I got my ring
Lights
light
too
in front
bright.
of me. The lights are too bright. Lights too
Damn,
bright,
man.
man.
Don't
But
blind
celebrate
yourself
my
now.
That's crazy. I just celebrate my 26th birthday, man, just yesterday. 26 years old, man. Still can't believe it. But thank you for the shout out. Thank you for the clap. Dad, just spending time with family, working. I'm the type of guy that, like, even during my birthday, I'm like, I want to do something. Like, I want to work. And like, so I was like working on my content, just posting stuff, getting editing. I was just like, even like soon as the dinner was done, I said back to work, bro.
Back
Like,
to
I'm
work.
not a type of dude just to sit there and do nothing or even like chill. Like, I want to get back to work. Like, the work don't stop, grind don't stop. So that's what I always say.
Respectfully, man. Respectfully. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember the last time. Actually, no, I'm lying because I was at school for the last 2 years. So I think, in except for the last 2 years, ever since I was 18, I think I worked all the time on my birthday, every single time.
I request off my birthday, but the next day I'm working. That's how I always do it. Like, my birthday, my day off, but I'm working the next day. Like, I work before, the day before, or day after. I'm cool, but my birthday, no, I'm not working, bro. I'm off. I'm
I ain't
off.
gonna lie. This
Unless you
year,
really need me.
yeah. So unless you really, really need me, I feel that.
Try not to need me.
Yeah, because I don't want to be there. But for me, I always try to like see if I could try to get some money on my birthday. Because like, well, at least this year I get paid the day before my birthday. So at least, and I'm off the next day. So that's, I guess the best of both worlds. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, happy birthday, Josh, and I hope
Thank you.
more blessings to you and this podcast as well.
Hey, thank you.
Speaking
Thank
of
you.
this
Thank you.
podcast, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. I didn't say X this time. I didn't say X this time, but I'm
At this
still
point,
saying it.
everybody calling it Twitter still.
Yeah, but like, yeah, because like, who really wants to call it X?
Yeah, nah. It sounds like a
Nah,
drug. It's like
no.
you trying to give me drugs, bro.
Chill, bro. Chill. We
I
don't. We
mean,
don't. We
trying to
don't.
take Xanax.
Nah, chill. We don't take Xannies over here, man. Not today. Not today. Not ever. Wait, I'm not putting nothing out there. I ain't never done it. Don't, please. Please.
Allegedly,
Allegedly.
allegedly, bro.
Ah,
I'm
man.
chilling.
I plead the fifth on that one. Anyway, like I said, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on all the social media platforms. It's gonna be listed right below in the description. So let's get into it, man. Let's get
What do you want
into
to
it.
start with?
I mean, the biggest topic of them all, like the biggest news from this week, and it started out on a Monday. And not only was it just a Monday, it was the anniversary of when Kobe had scored 81 points against the Toronto
Yep.
Raptors back in 2006. So now, right, we
We
got
got MVP.
MVP,
MVP. 70.
MVP. Damn, 70 piece.
70.
Oh man, this one came in a win against the San Antonio Spurs against Victor Wembanyama. Now, right, the crazy part about it is that we kind of had a feeling like when Wemby came into the league that when he go against bigs that's actually like, really bigger than him, they were going to put on a clinic,
Yeah.
but not a 70-point clinic. We never expected that. You know what I mean? That was crazy. The
Nah.
Sixers defeated the
Nah.
Spurs by 10. It was 133 to 123. Joel Embiid had himself a very historic night. He actually passed Wilt Chamberlain in, I guess, with the highest
Well,
scoring game. No, was it AI? No, he had the first highest
it
scoring game
was
since AI.
60.
But
It was 68 was Wilt record, even though people throwing the 100 record because that they were back then it was the Philadelphia Warriors before they became the 76ers. So people try to throw in the 100, but that's a record that's never going to be touched. Like that's just
just can't.
one of those untouchable records. So nobody even mentions it. But he passed, but Wilt also dropped the 68 piece as a 76er. And whatchamacallit, and Joel passed him on that. But he
Right.
was not the only big man to drop big piece of numbers because Cat Williams dropped 62 playing
Say
on the
Cat Williams.
Hornets.
He
But the
called him
difference,
Cat Williams.
I said Cat Williams. Oh, sweat. Cat, I apologize. Where did Cat Williams come from?
That's how you know
'Cause
Cat
they
Williams
both
been
call Cat.
trending, man. That's how you know man
Yeah,
been trending.
I don't know what. Yo, Carl Anthony Towns. I think I probably associate the name Cat with Cat Williams more than I do with him. But Carl Anthony Towns dropped 62 on the Hornets. But the difference between him and Embiid is Embiid won the game.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That it's crazy how you drop 62 and you get benched in the last 2 minutes. In 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I'll Google it. 2 minutes 32 seconds. And I talked to you about this in our producers meeting. I was like, yo, I the league thought that Cat could go for 70, if not more, because he still had enough time.
He could have. He really could have.
Like,
I thought he could have.
75. I'm thinking because listen, at some point, I'm thinking who gonna break that record?
Somebody gonna break Kobe record. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, we thought he was going to break it last year, and I came in overtime against the Bulls. And I remember watching that game. That was probably the most randomest game I ever tuned into before I even knew he was going to drop 70.
That was 73, 71?
I think one of the two. I know he just dropped 70. Donovan, he was just bugging on the Bulls that night.
I feel like, go ahead.
No, I was just saying he was just bugging. That was all.
Oh, I was about to say, well, I feel like when we talk about players who could break that 81 record, because I'm thinking like, all right, I thought if Embiid probably had like 2 more minutes of time, he could have got it. Donovan Mitchell, you already mentioned. I think Devin Booker is up there who could get that record because he dropped the 70 piece.
Even though it came in a loss.
Yeah, it did come in a loss. I think it was against the Lakers when he did it too, or the Warriors was one of them. He dropped 70 because this is when he was like, this is when he was still. Yeah.
No, it was against the Celtics.
It was against the Celtics.
Yeah, because they played. It was this is when. Well, obviously he was been a.
Because this is before he was before everybody started paying attention to him.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the Celtics, the Celtic fans were cheering for him, like because obviously they saw the box score of what he was doing. Like, yo, we're probably never gonna. And that was, I think you mentioned it before. In our producer meeting, he was like, yeah, that was Kobe's. I think that was Kobe's last year in the league.
Because I remember, I think somebody like Kobe or somebody gave him sneakers because they like, yo, everybody was very impressed. Like, and this is before Devin Booker really was Devin Booker now. Like he put himself on the map with that 70 piece. But when you think about players who can get 81 or who could possibly break the 81 record, what players come to mind? Like, you know, obviously Devin Booker, Donovan. Who else come to mind?
That can really go on a scoring punch like that. I feel like Jason Tatum, maybe. I feel like he can touch that 70 range. I don't know, maybe he might hit 80 or break Kobe's record, but I think he could touch that 70-point range, but I don't think the coaches will ever let him do it. If they're really hot, Steph got a high chance of doing it too. I'm not gonna lie, because we already know what you can do from 3. It's just a matter of can he get to the line.
I feel like he might be one of the best options to break it because his 3-point range is so lethal that he could shoot it from anywhere. And when I think about Luka Doncic next. Like his scoring ability is just like, dog, his jumper looks pretty. He can't play no defense, and we're gonna talk about Luka a little bit, but he can't play no defense. But yo, that jumper, it looks pretty. It looks like it's like perfect release of 2K.
Bet, let me hit you with this one round, right? Now, before the injury, do you think Klay Thompson could have done it?
Yeah, with pre-injury Klay Thompson, yeah. Because he had like 30 and a quarter. That was his record?
Like he had 30 and a quarter. He had like, I think he ended some of those games with like 40 points or whatever. But the point is, right, the way that he was the ability to score the ball without taking that many dribbles, impressive. You know who's another person, and I'm not just saying it because he's my favorite player, but Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, I think, has a chance of actually doing it. You give him like a decent night, Zach will go off.
And I don't know if Zach LaVine could do it now, though. That's the only thing. I don't think Zach LaVine can do it now. Zach LaVine back on Minnesota. Zach LaVine back on Minnesota, sure.
We talking about Zach LaVine on the Bulls. Like when he was like, because you got to remember, for all them free agents to come there, he had his play is what brought them there. You know,
and now they want to leave.
Yeah, because he wants to leave. Think about it, because I mean, he wants to leave, but that the Bulls will save that for a whole another day, because that right there in itself probably needs its own segment, because it went from 1 seed to everybody wants to leave.
Yeah, but back to the Embiid. Now, obviously, the MVP race is going to be picking up again. but do you even call it a race? What because of the performance by Embiid lately, or has he really
I feel
solidified
like
himself as the definitive MVP for the rest of the season?
he might be the lockup for the year. I'm not gonna lie, because
Are we
I
looking
heard
at
it.
Are we looking at a potential unanimous MVP, or is it just
Oh,
going to be? Or is
I don't
it like can
know.
Joker, Shy, or I would say Doncic make some noise to get in there? Even Anthony Edwards and Jason Tatum. Let me put Jason Tatum in there because he was my MVP candidate because I did not predict this from Embiid, but now Embiid is just a runaway MVP to me. Like, it's like you ever play Mario Kart? Like, you say you're in second place, but the first place winner is already lapping you. That's
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like that's what Embiid is doing right now. I just
yeah,
think him averaging 40. I think he's average. He averaged 40 like in December. I think currently he's averaging around 30 or 35. I
right.
mean, like he's on what 40% shooting. He
Yeah,
dropped 70.
I'll tell
His
you right
team is
now.
third. His team is third in the East, I believe. Let me pull up the standings on that one. Yeah, Sixers third in the East. I mean, like I feel like he's the runaway MVP. And I think what he has to, if he missed one more game, he's not going to be able to get it. Am I wrong on that standpoint? Because I know they
I
changed the
think
rules.
I don't remember how many games you have to be eligible. You have to play in order to be eligible. Um, I would have to fact check that. We'll do that later in the episode. But I do believe that he did miss a significant amount of games because of the injury he did have.
Yes.
So that is the only thing I think that might derail him from going back to back. The only thing, but he might be because people are still loving what Jokic is doing. Like, remember what Jokic did last year? Still
They play Saturday, so we're gonna see what they're gonna be able to do against each other.
Now, is that going to be in Philly or is that going to be in Denver?
That game is going to be let me pull that
I
one
think
up.
last time they played, it was in Philly, so it might be in Denver this time.
I think it is gonna be in Denver. That's Saturday. Because that's still rivalry week. And obviously it's a lot of good games Saturday as well. That game's in Denver, yeah.
In Denver? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he didn't play last time in Denver. Remember that too.
Yeah, nah, he didn't. So
We're gonna have to see how that goes.
And I mean, look, like the best centers in the league are averaging. One's averaging 36, the other averaging 26, and
That's
both of them are
freaking crazy.
coming in with a double.
Oh my goodness! You know what?
I mean, Joker look like he could average a triple double before the end of the season because he's at 9 assists.
You know what's crazy to say that? Like, we saw the big man evolution change. Like, if we go back 10 years ago, right? So what we in 24? So 2014, right? The big man 10, it was really a guards league at that point. It was the really big man that we could say it was like superior and dominant at the time. Maybe Brook Lopez. But like or Andre Drummond.
I was about to go back to like Dwight.
2014 Dwight. Who did Dwight play? Was he on the
Rockets at that point?
I think
that's the Lakers tenure.
No. That was like 2013. So yeah, you might be right. So it might be the Rockets. So
because Rockets Dwight wasn't still that bad. It was
he wasn't.
He was. It's just the Lakers. He didn't want to play with Kobe because Kobe called him He called him soft. He called him soft and many other things.
Charmin. He's like he called him
Charmin. That's actually a good one. Charmin.
Called him Charmin.
Charmin. That's a good one, Charmin.
But to go back to it, right? Because this is my my ending for this, right? I think, in my opinion, if Embiid misses this game or if he stays healthy for the rest of the season, he's a lock.
Yeah.
But the top 3 or 4-ish right now candidates that are really like, that got a chance to probably like,
Joker.
Yes.
Shy.
Yes.
Tatum.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That's 3. Who will be your 4th?
Giannis.
Okay.
I feel like every year he's gonna always be in the top 3 regardless.
That's
because
true.
Because how I looked at it was just now, I'm like, wait. I mean, I took him out of my top 3 because I put Shea in there after what they did last night.
Shea definitely MVP candidate, bro.
Lord have mercy, like, because that I feel like him and Jason Tatum, actually, I take that back. Him and Jason Tatum are like tweeners for like, and Luka too. They're trying to break into that mold to get into the top 3 for the guards and forwards per se, because it's a big man. Big mans are running it right now because they.
Well, I was about to say, I think that's great for the NBA because there was a stretch where the big men were useless. And all they would just do was just rebound and block shots. And
Yes.
it be like you say, it became more of a guard and forward oriented league. You had LeBron James, and then Steph popped up. Well, you had LeBron and KD, and then Steph popped off, and then Russell started doing the triple doubles, and then James started doing the ISO ball. So then it became very guard heavy. And now with the addition of Joker and Embiid, who are literally the evolution of the traditional big man from Shaq and Dwight, who are now modern day, who can stretch the floor, who can pass, who can shoot the three, who can shoot the midi. Like I think this is
Running in
great for the league.
transition,
Running and transition, running
running
and
the
break.
break. Yo, like
Like
last night
and
I saw.
and still incorporating the traditional big man moves in the post. So this is what you
Yeah,
want from the league. Like this is the evolution of the big man. Now you see teams adapting to this. Like, oh, we want a big man at 7 foot who could shoot the ball or who could stretch the floor or who got post move. So you're seeing scouting. You're seeing the scouts for those players now because it was it was a legit stretch, maybe like 8 year, maybe a decade stretch of just, hey yo, can you rebound? Can you block shot? You're on my team.
literally, and that's why I'm saying if we go back like literally like 10 years ago, like it was that time period was not we're not thinking about the bigs like that. And then that was a great point how you look at the MVPs that it was. I think it really started to like formulate and change when we knew Giannis was going to win the MVP, but when he went back to back and he won defensive player in the year.
Yeah, is he considered a big man?
Hey, look, on fantasy, he's a power forward. I could put him power
All
forward.
right,
I can't put him
all
nowhere
right, big
small
man,
forward.
big man.
Nothing else. Because I'm like, all right, he's a big man. Because trust me, I wanted to put him at small forward so bad.
Yeah, but I think you're right. It started with Giannis going back to back, and then it happened. Joker went back to back. So for the last couple of years, the big men have gone back to back MVP. So if you're a league and you're trying to market, you love it. Especially if you're trying to market the world players. This is even better. I got the 3 best world players in Giannis, Joker, and Embiid going back to back for the best player award in the NBA and MVP. Oh yeah, that's bread.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the marketing standpoint now from that.
That's easy money because then you got literally a dude that could do everything. And then when Victor coming into the league,
oh my god!
But wait, let me chill because there was Bobo before there was Victor. Let me just say
at this point, nah, bro. Shaq admitted it. Bobo lazy as hell, bro.
But he is lazy as hell. But damn, like he got all the talent just to be just like Victor. I don't know what it is, but
it's just like how we look at Ben Simmons, who's now going into the G League to help get back on track. And
did
how
you
we
just
look
say
at
Ben Simmons is going to the G League?
Yeah, Ben Simmons. Yeah, there was a post that came out. Hold up.
You sure that's real?
I'm pretty certain because hold up.
Because ladies and gentlemen, if that man Ben Simmons go to the G League, do you understand the turmoil this man has done to 2 NBA teams since?
Yeah, this is this is from the Brooklyn Nets beat reporter, Legion of Hoops, tweeted it. The Nets hope to send Ben Simmons to the G League for practice reps in the near future. It's just for practice reps. That's it. Ain't like he playing games in the G League. Okay. I hope not. Okay. If Ben Simmons plays a game in the G League, bro, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody say. That's a bust to me.
That's a bust.
That's a bust. I'm sorry.
Was he ever an all-star? I don't really remember.
He was an all-star. That's what I'm like. For his potential to only be an all-star a couple times and then you just digress and people say, well, he just peaked at that moment. I'm like, no, there ain't no peaking, bro.
Nah,
you refuse to get better. You refuse to get better. He's under 30.
And still a good player. Like, but it's just like, I don't know what's missing. Maybe that mental aspect really did hit him to a point where he's like, fuck, now that maybe he overcame that mental aspect.
I don't.
And now the physical aspect that's really fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't listen, dog. You haven't played a game forever. You haven't played a season forever since your Sixer days.
Since that moment.
Yeah, like the moment KD and Kyrie got the hell out of there. It's like, your dog, you're not what we thought you was gonna be.
Exactly. Talking about some shoot it, Ben. I'll never forget Kyrie saying that. Shoot it, Ben.
Me neither. It's like, yo, you just can't help him. He's in the Brooklyn Nets. I think at this point, if I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'm just moving on. Like I got my pieces right here. Just continue to develop and see what I could do. Like I'm not thinking about Ben Simmons.
But what are you gonna move on to? Is nobody that's gonna take him? He either gonna have to go to the buyout.
What's his contract? How long he got? Because I'm about to say I'll just let his contract expire. Fuck it.
I'll tell you right now. Let's see.
Well, how long did he sign? Because it's this Philly contract too. I know that because they picked it up.
Yeah, so I think they may have. I think they picked it up with like 2-3 years. Oh, so a 5-year deal. Okay, so he got traded in 2022. No, I'm lying. 2020. Yeah, 2022. That's when he So let's see.
When did he sign it?
He signed the deal in 2020. So
Oh, yeah, I think he got like a year left then.
yeah, he
Yeah,
literally got
yeah.
one season. And whoa, but they might get rid of this though. The
Yeah,
reason why
that's
I'm
it.
saying that is
How much
because
money?
I'm gonna tell you. Let me bring it up for the people so they could also see it too. Because I'm telling you right now, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know because this is a lot of teams right now are currently Can you see it? Yep,
Yeah, I can
probably.
see it.
Okay, you see that part right there?
Yeah, I see it.
What team is going to be willing to pay this man $40,000? Also, shout out to Sports Rack too for this website and this information. But
That 40,000 or 40 million.
40 million. I'm sorry,
I'm
ladies and
about to
gentlemen.
say like,
I'm not
oh,
good at math.
I see 2 commas, not
Yeah,
one.
I'm not good at math. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, so it's for 40 million, but I don't think any team is willing to pay that for at least a season, or they're gonna it's gonna be an expiring contract coming up next season. So
Let it expire, dog.
whatever, I mean, I guess whatever team is they're willing to like just deal him out to.
Who? Who? That's why
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
like, I think it's just like, just let it go, bro. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing left. I think he doesn't care. He doesn't have the drive. I mean, there's
That's
a couple players like we mentioned, Bobo, who doesn't seem like, if Shaq got to admit, yo, he doesn't have the drive, and he has all the skill sets that Wembanyama has. We talked about DeAndre. Some people say DeAndre Ayton don't got the drive. I don't know, but
man. I mean,
I
you
don't
seen
watch
the
the
video
Portland
the other day,
Trailblazers.
right? You
I
seen the
don't see
video the
Portland.
other day that came out with when Paul Pierce and KG, they were talking about who's actually like a dog in this league and who got that dog mentality.
They say DeAndre Ayton, or they didn't say DeAndre Ayton. I mean, I've seen a lot of podcasters shit on DeAndre, so I don't know.
I mean, DeAndre, and I think he's actually doing it to himself. I'm not gonna lie.
It
He's
seems
actually
like, from what I've gathered too, from reading and doing my own research, I don't watch the Trailblazers because I'm not. I just hope Chauncey's. I want Chauncey just to keep a job, bro. I like Chauncey, and
yeah,
I think
that's
he's
what's
a good
really getting
coach.
me tight. Like it's the fact that he's been dealt to a rebuilding team that's just
Good.
not good at all. Not good at all.
Like,
And I think they
I
had
just
Dame for like 2 seasons. He
yeah.
had Dame for 2 seasons, so
I think he did have Dean for 2 seasons, but they weren't going to go anywhere. But the thing is like I question Phoenix trading him. While like you're like, that's the thing. Like, why did Phoenix trade you? It can't be because you're being unhappy. You had potential, Katie and Devin Booker. That's enough to win a chip if you play great.
and then
And you were
right,
like, I don't want to be here.
and then your coaches leave. Not only that, because remember that was the problem he didn't have. Remember he went into the last season and
Monty,
didn't speak to
him and
Monty
Monty
Williams
didn't
at
like each
all.
other too.
But he
Yeah.
didn't speak to his coach. You know that's a problem. How do you go a whole off season without speaking to your coach and then you're gonna play for him the entire season? Yeah, everything had to change in that Suns organization. So,
That's
but
true.
but damn, like you even saw it during the playoffs at one point. It's not funny. After this, we're gonna move on. But yeah, remember when there was that play when they played against Denver in the playoffs, and then he saw KD. He like I think he tried to get the rebound, and then he was like out of bounds at some point, and he was just watching KD just fighting, trying to get the board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
Katie,
right
Katie
there.
did everything. Katie, you know it was bad when Katie got to try and guard Joker, bro. Ugh.
Yeah, like
Yo, DeAndre got 8 alive. 8
come on.
alive.
And KD's not no scrub on defense, but it's just like you don't see him play it often. But when he does, it's like, damn, now he got to do
He's
extra
all right.
because like
Yeah. But I can't guard freaking Joker. I can't guard this 300-pounder coming down the lane.
exactly.
Joker,
Like,
I literally watched the play of Joker. Literally had Katie on, turned around and said, "Give me the ball."
just he could really
Like,
do
I'm
nothing with
saying,
his
yo,
arm.
dog,
Like
get out of here, bro. That's what he did. Like, that's what he just backed him up with barbecue chicken. That's all he did.
barbecue
And I was
chicken.
just like, why do y'all, like, come on, bro. Y'all have no answer. Like, Katie is not the answer to stop that, dude. But like you said,
Nope.
let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about another coach. 2 coaches, in fact. Shomer, the Doc is in Milwaukee. Doc Rivers is the new head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Adrian Griffin, out of there.
Booted out the building.
First year head coach Adrian Griffin is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He lasted what? They were 30-13 when he got fired. So I'm saying
won 70% of their games.
Yeah. Yeah, but obviously for the management and for the players, it wasn't enough, and they said, "Get on out of here. You're fired." Now they brought in Doc Rivers. He's finalized the deal. Um. Okay.
Honestly, this
Hang
this
on, hang on. Before you
yeah.
go. There's so many layers to this, like an onion. So let's break this down one by one. Let's start with Adrian Griffin first. Adrian Griffin got done a bad, in my opinion. He got in a bad. I think he could be a good coach in this league too. I think he might be end up being a great coach. I mean, like the Milwaukee Bucks were second in the league, second in the East before they booted him. They were 30-13. They were just behind Boston, but obviously things weren't clicking with the players. There was a lot of reports coming out that Giannis wasn't seeing eye to eye with him. Dang wasn't feeling it, and defensively they suck. But that can happen
Mhm.
when you lose a great defensive player like Drew Holiday, and Adrian Griffin is Adrian Griffin specialty is defense. So obviously they were not playing the best defense. They were dead last in defense. Um, so booted Adrian Griffin. Now they're paying Mike Budenholzer and Adrian Griffin their contracts.
Yikes.
Now let's move on to Doc Rivers. Do you want to go first or shall I?
Honestly, you go first
Because I
because
got the
I gotta
the
hear what you guys say about Doc Rivers because I'm
okay.
still like I have one point to really just make about it, and that's it. Because like,
Okay. So when the news came out that they fired Adrian Griffin, many people wondered. They was like, "Oh crap!" They thought they was gonna give it to the All Star, and then obviously the next question is like, "Oh, who are they going to bring in to replace Adrian Griffin?" Like
mhm.
we're about halfway through the season, so you gotta find a coach quick or trust the interim coach to get the job done. Rumors come out that from Woj, Doc Rivers is a candidate. When I tell you, the entire NBA community laughed, straight laughed. I mean, people were putting up jokes, and we know Sixers fans, bro.
Oh yeah,
They were cooking on the timeline.
hmm
Doc Rivers, final. Then it comes true that Doc Rivers is the new head coach. The funniest thing I saw, that I think it was Barstool. Barstool posted a graphic of Milwaukee Bucks eliminated from the playoffs with Doc Rivers and coaching. That was the funniest thing. But let's get to the serious side now. This is his last chance.
as a
This
coach,
is
yes.
his last opportunity. The dog barely had a year off when he got fired from Philadelphia. He was only commentating a couple games, and he said, "Yo, I'm done with this. I'm going back to coaching."
I knew he couldn't stick that
I,
out long because I could hear it
I
sometimes, like when he was like calling the games, but
yeah, no, he definitely didn't want to do that commenting. He definitely want to do that broadcasting stuff. He said, "No, I want to be coaching." You could hear it, but you, I've never seen a coach outside of probably Mike McCarthy and the NFL for the Cowboys milk a championship ring like Doc Rivers has.
yes,
Doc
yes,
Rivers last won in 2008. The
yes.
last time, do you know the last time that Doc Rivers was in the conference championship for the NBA? Think about it.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna say that time when he went against LeBron and them, but that's not. That
No,
was that was the
no, that's
semis.
no. That was at the conference when they played Boston.
That was
That
semis.
that was semis. Oh my god. Oh, so the last time he's been to the conference finals was 08 then?
Nah, 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 nah. Because remember, he went to the finals in 2010, right? He went to the finals in
Okay, yeah,
2010.
2010 he went to the finals. They played Kobe, lost to Kobe.
But I think since 2010,
They have not been to the conference finals.
nah. And I don't
Oh
even want to
my
like.
god.
I don't even think I'm really going to like. Nah.
Hold up.
I really don't need to fact check that because that's a fact. Because 2011, they didn't. I don't. They didn't make it. I think they lost in the second round to like Orlando or some shit. 2012. I think that was the year LeBron did that,
That was
had
a
that
little
monster
beer.
game.
Yeah, that was the 45. That probably had to be the last time then.
So yeah, 2013, the Knicks smacked them out the first round. So like,
Hold up. Nope, I got it. I got it right here. I got it right here. Shout out Stat Muse. Got it
shout
right
out
here.
Stat News and stop making us pay for stats.
You gotta pay for Stat Muse, bro.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I use the free version.
I mean, yeah, but you see what you just said, the free version. That's what eventually
What
they
comes with the
started. It
paid?
was
What
all
comes with the paid?
because you only get a certain amount of searches.
Really? I
Mm-hmm.
never knew that. I just Google it and just pull up stat news. That's it.
When I used to use it all the time for the and1 pod, and then at one point it's crazy
That's
because
what
we
I do
talked about it.
too.
We talked
But
about it. It
nah,
was like
so
it's crazy.
I got it right here. 2012, when they
Uh-huh.
lost to Miami and LeBron went on to capture his first championship against OKC. That was the last time Doc Rivers went to the conference finals.
That was
That was
that was the
12.
conference finals.
That was the conference finals. I got it right here.
Oh, so I'm sorry, audience. Then
June 9th,
that was 13
June
and
9th,
14.
yeah, June 9th, 2012, conference finals. They lost against Miami at Miami 88-101. That was 12 years ago. I got it right here. And you can scroll down. There's nothing left. His conference finals appearance has all been with Boston.
Yeah, because he didn't
And
do.
that
He
had
only got to the
KG.
second round with the Clippers.
Second round, dropped, choked with a 1 lead against Denver in the bubble.
That's different. Nah, that I ain't gonna lie. That all right. The Lob City one, I give them like they messed that up. I ain't gonna lie. But they're really like their absolute collapse as Doc as a coach. The bubble.
3-1 against in the bubble against Denver, and then you got the collapse against Boston last season. Even though people try to give him like
I ain't putting out.
It was the James Harden, like even though people give him that, but all right. But here's the situation: Doc is an overrated coach. Plain and simple.
At this point, yeah.
Because overrated, bro. You've been to the finals twice. And the talent that you had was KG, Rondo, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. Who can't win with that? Who can't get to the finals twice? Like, come on.
Go to the finals at least
and before
like 3,
they
4
got
times
KG, hold on. And before they got, I did my research on this. I was prepared for this topic. Before they got KG, they was losing. Like, they picked up KG and started winning. Dog, he has the worst Game 7 record in as a coach. He has the worst Game 7 record. He makes no adjustments. Ask the Clipper fans, ask Doc, ask Aiden Butler, ask Danny, ask any of our boys back at Rowan, brothers and sisters back at Rowan. Shout out to Rowan Sports Camp Program.
Shout out to the Rowan Sports.
About Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
we watched.
You can ask any Sixers fan about Doc Rivers.
I told my man, I would rather have Mike Malone as the head coach than Doc Rivers, because we got into a debate who would you rather have, and he said he would have Doc Rivers. I said I would take Mike Malone over a heartbeat because Doc Rivers is going to fold like a lawn chair. Doc Rivers can't make adjustments. I watch it in real time. Game 7, he called me and was like, "Yo, I apologize. You was right. Doc Rivers is not a great coach." He's not. We've seen the story. Do you know what the headline is going to be for Milwaukee? Milwaukee chokes 3-2 lead, losing Game 7. That's it. That's the headline.
That was my point that I wanted to get to, because if they lose, right? If Milwaukee loses, he's never getting a coaching job ever again in this league.
He has a 3-year window, because I think they said he signed the contract with him. He has 3 years.
But this year. He probably could do it in 3 years. He probably could.
That's what we said about the Clippers. That's what we said about the Sixers.
I ain't gonna lie, I definitely did say that about the Sixers.
That's what we said about the Clippers.
I said that.
Yeah. Name me a coach who's had more talent than Doc Rivers.
Yeah, Doc Rivers. You know what's a great point too? I think he's still. Maybe he don't want to let go of the philosophy he had when he won a championship. Because remember, at one point, Paul George was saying that he was trying to be used like Doc was trying to use him like Ray Allen. But you can't use him like Ray Allen, because Ray Allen was
a sniper.
Just Ray Allen. You know what I'm saying?
He was a sniper.
Paul George is a sniper too, but he do a little bit of everything. You can't put him just to limit him to that. You limit Ray Allen to do what the best he could do. Come off them damn screens, shoot. But Ray Allen could do way more than that. But you know what I'm saying? But that for Doc's system, it was perfect. Mm-hmm. I think his system needs to be tweaked in order for him to like, to really do something. But the only thing is, I do say the Bucks got an advantage just because he coached them last year. So you got to know, and he coached Nicholas Batum too. So remember, that's the clip that Sixers teams is Sixers Clippers technically,
Okay.
right? So Doc knows the personnel. He knows the players that he went up against because he practiced with them every damn day, so he knows the tendencies. He know what they're good at. He know what they're not good at. He know what situations that makes them comfortable. He know what makes them uncomfortable.
He's coached a player like Giannis and Dame before.
I mean, just said how much talent did he have? Those are very talented. If he has the ability to coach talented
has
players,
he coached? But no. How has he coached a point guard like Damian Lillard before?
He coached a point guard like I mean, think about it. Rondo was a hard-headed.
But Rondo is not Damian Lillard because Rondo was not a scorer. Rondo was an assister. Rondo was like that was Rondo. Rondo could hit a little mini crossover drive, kick it to KG, kick it to Pierce.
Right.
Damian Lillard is not that. Damian Lillard is pull up, bucket getter.
Do you think Doc gonna have a problem with that?
Huh?
You think Doc is gonna have a problem with that?
I don't know because he's never had a point guard like Damian Lillard. He's think of the point guards Doc Rivers has. He's never had one like Damian Lillard. So I don't know how you're gonna be able to. Are you gonna be able to come up with some plays with this? And if somebody figured out what you're doing, are you gonna be able to adjust? That's the biggest thing. Can you adjust?
Yeah. Can he really adjust? I'm not confident in that part. But in my part of him coaching even more talented players, I think he has the ability to put them in the best position possible, but maybe not coach them to where they could need to elevate
that
themselves.
Second round? This second round? The second round?
Yes, to elevate past
the second round is the best position for them.
They got the no. But think about it. They got the talent. They got the position. They got the talent and the opportunity to get past the second round. If they don't get past the second round, like I said, they ran into the Celtics in the second round. Whoever ran into the Celtics, they
was up 3-2. They was up 3-2. They was up 3-1 on Denver. Stop. You can't defend it, bro. You can't defend it.
I don't even know why I'm trying at this point.
He has the most blown leads as a coach in NBA history. Like, you can't. Milwaukee, but like, oh my God, we got Doc Rivers. You might as well just hire Budenholzer again.
It was just bad.
At least Giannis fought with Budenholzer.
Yeah, but then
you might as well just hire him again.
Griffin too. He said he fucked with Adrian Griffin too, and then look how that turned out. So
I don't even know if this is really Giannis' commitment issues then. Then the Bucks got commitment issues then. You can't be bringing in a new person every month or every year.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Well, I'll tell you this though, it's blood in the water now for the East. It's blood in the water now in the East. They smell it.
Yeah, they smell
them Sharks, Miami, New York, Cleveland, Boston, Philly. I just named 5 teams that look like they could beat the Bucks. That truly believe right now they could beat the Bucks. They smell blood in the water.
Yeah, the Knicks definitely for sure. I have a feeling they could probably really do something. I'm confident in them this year. Miami, now that they got Scary Terry, oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Oh, let's segue to it. Let's segue to it. Man, we had another trade in the NBA, and it just happened not too long ago. And it's crazy because you know what? That happened the day after the Hornets won, and that was their 10th win of the season. Did you realize that? That team is just as bad. As many people killed the Pistons, the Hornets has just been the worst team.
Oh, the Wizards?
They just as bad as the Wizards.
Like those, honestly, I think the Wizards are still the worst.
No, I mean, hey, look, the Wizards. I mean, not the Wizards. The Hornets just got their 10th win when Cat lost. So I mean, like, I don't know, but that team is just like an absolute shithole. But speaking of somebody that left the shithole, Terry Rozier, he got traded out of there and then they brought in Kyle Lowry. So let's talk about it real quick.
Well, Kyle Lowry looks like it's going to be on the market again. He's going to get moved. So from what I've been gathering, Hornets is not going to. Hornets are going to actively look to ship Kyle Lowry elsewhere. I don't know where that's going to go or who they're going to get in back return. He could end up for Toronto and finish up his career. We all know he's past his prime. He's probably got about maybe a couple years left before he hangs up the sneakers. But
Remember, he
the
still wants to
Kyle
do
Lowry thing.
that 1 year contract, not 1 year, 1 day contract for Toronto. That's what he claims he wants to do. So we'll be
So
on the
he
lookout for that.
he wants to play for another team. So he wants to play for another team. Then when he wraps it up, he's going to do the 1 day contract with Toronto and retire.
Yep, I feel like
Okay,
that's how
that's
it's
what
gonna
most
be.
NFL players do. That's how most NFL players do it. Like when they retire with a different team, they go back to the original team and then sign that day contract and retire with them.
Mm.
But nah, Terry, bruh, 16 dog. Last 5 games, 16 points, average of 16.
Oh yeah, he knew he was gonna get up
Damn,
out of there.
bro.
He knew he was gonna get up out of there. That's why he was going like
I
that.
mean,
That's why he was going like that.
like right now in the career, he got like 22. This helps the Heat big time because now you give Jimmy Butler enough to score.
Yeah, but you know what about that, right? Because I've been hearing like so much, like, yeah, Jimmy Butler got another score. Great. Wasn't that supposed to be Tyler Hero? What happened? What's going on with that? Like, what?
He's
I
inconsistent. I
haven't.
think he's too inconsistent.
Mm,
I don't know. I just
okay,
think he's
I'll give
too
you that. I don't really
inconsistent.
watch Heat basketball like that. Only unless when they play national televised games. That's the only time I watch the Heat. Because I'm lying. I'm lying like hell. Because I definitely seen that buzzer beater that he did against the
I'm
Bulls
not
in
saying
December.
Tyler Hero is bad or anything. I just think Tyler Hero is sometimes inconsistent. Where I think when you get a Terry Rozier, well, now you got probably two players that can score. You got Tyler Hero and you got Terry Rozier. So if one is inconsistent, the other's got to get going somehow. They
You
can't do
think
it all by themselves.
Terry's consistent? I think he was consistent on a bad team, but I don't think he
Listen,
was.
yeah, consistent on a bad team, but can he bring that consistency to a great team?
That's what I'm concerned about because I'm not saying he can't. I think he would do very well in a Heat uniform,
Well, when
but
you think
I
about
guess
Terry
I have to wait and
Rozier,
see him play out because there's Tyler Hero was supposed to be that second scorer where they didn't have to worry about having like another dynamic score. But now they're saying now they finally got another score. Great. Bam was scoring a little bit, but
well, in the
but you
last
had to
game,
rely on. Mm,
I mean, it's tough with Tyler because it's just so weird. He's like a roller coaster. Sometimes he'll have great moments and have low moments. I think you look
mhm.
at a Terry Rozier because you mentioned the Hornets were so bad, so he could be consistent. He could just get the ball and just do what he got to do. I think
Yeah,
when you add that, I think you add a dog like Terry Rozier to another dog like Jimmy Butler, they're gonna feed off each other. Jimmy Butler's gonna be Jimmy Butler. Terry Rozier's gonna be Terry Rozier. Like I think, and coached by Eric Spoelstra, he's gonna come up with some nice plays and schemes. I think the Heat are about to surprise a lot of people.
they do every freaking postseason, so we're gonna have
They
to
do.
see. Like we're
I
gonna have
think
to see.
the postseason is gonna be key to the Heat. I still think they need like another superstar to pair up with Jimmy Butler. Yes, I still think they need one more superstar, or
And
maybe
I
Bam
think
could be that dude and he can elevate himself into a superstar.
you know what? This could probably be that moving piece to help get Tyler Hero up out of here now.
That's true. That's true. Because how many times has he been on a trade rumor?
Well, you already heard what his preseason notions against the Blazer were like. You don't need me, fine. I'm gonna show you why you need me. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't. He felt some type of way because he was linked to trade rumors all damn summer, and I felt bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for any player that's linked to trade rumors constantly, and now they're still on the same team. Now you go back into that year. We'll go back into that the next following season or whatever point of the season it is, knowing that that team was trying to get rid of you. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what that really does to a person's morale, but if I know that my job was telling me, yeah, we're gonna get rid of you, we're gonna get rid of you, to try to bring in this other guy, and it flops, and then I'm still here. I don't know if I want to still be with that company, but I guess that's just the way the business of the NBA works. Like what the territory that it comes with. So, but to break down the trade to people so they know exactly what happened. So the Hornets they traded for I'm sorry, the Heat received Terry Rozier, and the Hornets got back in return Kyle Lowry and a 2027 first round pick. Now, the first round pick, the 2027 first round pick is a lottery protected pick, and it would convert into an unprotected pick in 2028 if it doesn't convey. Now, what that means is if that doesn't happen to land in somewhere the top 10, then it's going to be an unprotected pick going into the next year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that what's gonna work. And then most likely, like Josh just mentioned, Kyle Lowry is gonna be moved to a different team before the trade deadline, which is February 8th. So
Yeah,
he still got time to really
got
just see
like
what
2 weeks. Got like 2 weeks.
and I would I'm gonna ask you this real quick, and then we could try to segue to our next topic. But do you have any notions of where you see Kyle Lowry maybe going? Like what teams you may link him to?
I don't know. I wanted like the Lakers need so many people, so many pieces, but he don't fit with the Lakers right now. I mean, maybe to what? Maybe what the Phoenix. Even then, it's like who can you? What do you get with Kyle? Let me ask you that. What do you get with Kyle? A aging point guard. You get
Defense, a little bit of defense. Like
defense and some veteran leadership. So who would need? Who would you say really needs that right now?
dang, I ain't gonna lie, you kind of hit it on the nail. What's it called? The Lakers,
The Lakers, but they need
Suns.
shooters more so than actual defense.
Kyle Lowry can shoot. Kyle Lowry can shoot. He can score. Like he said, he's the agent point guard, but he can still at least he can shoot a little bit more consistent than other guys. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. So I mean, I won't rule out the Lakers. All reports saying they gonna try and make some moves during the trade. It seemed like DeAndre Russell, Rui Hachimura might be on the market. I don't know. Some people were saying they were. I don't like the Lakers need a lot of help. But quick sidebar. I know we mentioned this Cat 62. You know what his coach said that his Timberwolves head coach felt like he was stat padding. That's why he benched him in the 2 minutes left. Cat kind of called him out, dragged him through the rakes. Then Cat's on the market. Then Cat says, "Yo, I'm out of here. Y'all got Ant-Man, or does he stay?" Because they did
I
lose.
mean,
They
if they're
did suffer a
smart,
loss.
if they're smart, they'll keep him.
That's
But
my thinking. And I keep hearing the Knicks are looking for a superstar. But I'm like, yo, who?
please don't.
I think you just go into free agency and take what you could get. I think I like what OG's been doing. They're 19-0 against teams under 500. That's a stat right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like if they can handle business against teams over 500, they're like 10-1 in their last 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
Like they played Heat. They played Heat this Saturday. That's gonna be a good one. That's
Right.
a rivalry week. But it's like I'm honestly, I think the Knicks are a second round team, and I'm fine with that.
It's
I'm
still a
not
second round team, and I'm not
I
even
mean,
mad at that.
unless Milwaukee collapses, they could be a conference final team.
I mean, we beat them on Christmas, so I mean, that's why I think we could possibly still beat them, and we beat them, I think, once during the in-season
I
tournament.
think we could
So,
obviously we can handle Boston. We always go toe to toe with Boston, so we're not scared of them.
we ain't scared of Boston, but Boston got
No, well, they got players, but
yeah,
we'll make them work for it. We'll make them
yeah,
work for it.
especially
Philly, my
what's his
concern
name?
is Philly was like, yo, Joel Embiid. We got nobody that can at least slow down Joel Embiid. We don't got really no big man that can slow that down.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, I mean, maybe like we could neutralize what's his name, Tyrese Maxey, but they got Patrick Beverly, so they got neutralizing Patrick Beverly, so he could probably slow down Jalen Brunson or even what's my man, not my man from Nova. I can't pronounce his name all the time.
Archie
No, it's they both they picked up an off season.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo, thank you,
Yeah, Dante. He be pissing me off sometimes, but
Dante.
I
He,
let him do his thing. I really let him do his thing. The only time I was shocked is when my boy and shout out to my boy Dan. He had predicted because he does betting all the time. He was like, "Yeah, DiVincenzo gonna hit 5 threes." You don't understand
yeah,
how crazy I looked
I
at
just
him.
helped my dad out. I just helped my dad out on his bets too, bro. On
What?
like what
But
like he was telling me,
DiVincenzo
yo,
5 threes though. Come on now.
no, that's different. That's
But
different.
he hit them and he made it.
That's okay. That's once. Is he gonna do it again?
Yeah, he actually maybe not 5, but he did close to he did 4. It was a couple games
Well,
later, but like
tell your boy to keep betting on him. I hope he'll
that's what I told. I told him the same
keep
exact
betting.
thing.
I'm like,
I'm
keep
like,
betting on him.
but hey, I can't get mad. He proved me wrong. Did I put Dante on for another ticket? Hell no, because no. But hey, it worked. I mean, it worked. Can't get mad at that. So shout out to my boy Dan and his picks.
Shout out
But
Dan.
let's try to move on and let's go to our last segment of the day.
Rivalry.
Yes, sir. You want to talk? Wait, the rivalry week, and
Yes.
then we're gonna talk about Mr. We'll be brief on it, but Mr. KD himself.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
Do you actually have the schedule for the rival weeks, or do you just want to talk about like what's the biggest games? Well, matter of fact, we could just talk about the biggest games. What's the
I'm about to say the
biggest?
biggest games in the rivalry for Saturday because it's a slew of games Saturday.
Right, right,
Uh,
right.
Obviously Heat Knicks. We all know the history there. That's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
Saturday 3 p.m. game, ABC
Should
prime
have beat them
time.
last year.
Definitely should have beat them last year. I think another one right here, legacy definitely, especially because we're seeing the end of the respective dynasties. Lakers and LeBron Lakers versus Steph Curry's Warriors. That's an 8:30 ABC primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's really a LeBron versus Steph game,
yeah,
rather than
that's how they're marketing it, anyways. LeBron versus Steph.
yeah,
There's
because
another good one. I think the best one. We talked about this earlier. The battle of the big man,
oh
Embiid
yeah,
and Joker.
my favorite.
This is 5:30. I'm honestly Saturday. I got work, but I'm mad. I got missing this. I'm trying to try and get this one on my phone because
Dang.
this is the one I want to watch. This is
Yeah.
in Denver too. So and
Mm-hmm.
shout out to our people. We got a couple friends who went to the 70-point performance. Shout out y'all, Nick Earnshaw, Doc.
Shout out to my
It,
guy Drew. Shout out to my friend Gianna. They
yep,
also were at that game too.
yeah. That's a heck of a game to see 70-point performance. I'm hoping one day I see one of those.
Me too.
But yeah, I think that's the best one right there. Sixers Nuggets. I mean, because you got the big man rivalry. I think the rivalry between Embiid and Joker is like one of the best things in basketball right now.
Oh well, I can.
One of. I said one of.
The reason why I said I said that quick because after what I watched last night,
Wemby and Chet. Wemby and Chet are gonna be the next ones up.
When I tell you when they go
Chet.
at each other, I mean maybe because they be real physical with each other because they're skinny, but they like no, because seriously, they it's like two.
I know, but I think it's because they're so similar in play style.
Yeah,
I think they're like, yo, they understand like, yo, we the next ones up.
Yeah,
we the next ones up because Embiid, because right now you look at it's Embiid and Joker big man time. Next up is Wemby and Chet.
And they're right now what they're doing now.
Oh yeah,
like it gives me chills.
Also, it's battle of the rookie of the year. They battling for rookie of the year. Chet probably gonna win it still, but Wemby like, yo, hold up, I'm not going nowhere.
Exactly, I'm still like that. You know what I mean? So that's another one. I hope they put that up there on some point. To be honest,
let me see. That's that was last night. They're not playing. I'm trying to figure out when they play again. I'm gonna watch that one again. Like you said, they go at it. They go at it.
Like, and I love it. It brings and they let the physical part just play sometimes, which I love.
I like that. I like that. Speaking of which, we talked about rivalry week. Let's talk about the best rivalries in sports. Shomer, which are the best rivalries that come to mind in your head that stand out?
I don't even know if this is a rivalry, but more like complete domination and annihilation of my team. And I could be speaking a little bias here, but
Philadelphia versus I'm about to say the Phillies versus the Braves.
That one still gets me tight. Don't even bring that up to me right now. Please don't bring that up to me right now. I like the image, like the play of the ball going through Acuna's legs still bothers me.
Jets
like, I don't
and who?
Jets
Patriots?
and yes, Jets and Patriots.
That's not a rivalry. That's an annihilation.
I know.
Actually, I try to take it back. It might be a rivalry now because both teams are like the Patriots suck. So it might be reversed now. It might be reversed. It might be Jets annihilating the Patriots going forward.
Bro, think about it. We had a pre-Spygate, we had a Spygate, and then we had
Deflategate.
Was it Deflategate?
No, that was us.
I don't think Deflategate. Yeah, Deflategate was with y'all.
Yeah,
but we had the Spygate, the pre-Spygate, and then something else. Oh, the coach change. You know,
is that before they brought in Rex Ryan?
Yes, yeah, because remember it was I forgot the dude's name though.
I know you're talking about. I forgot his name though too.
The Patriots, and then on top of that, what's his name? He literally
butt fumble was with y'all too, wasn't it?
Yes, and that's like, bro, but not even just that. Like the dude was the coach for our team for a 24-hour period, and then at his press conference, right when he was about to address the team, he resigns.
Wait,
and then he takes a job in New England.
Wait. So I had posted on my Twitter yesterday. It was like a whole thread going on, like how loyal are you as a fan? And people were just posting like the worst moments of their favorite sports teams. So I saw a lot of Jets and Atlanta Falcons stuff, which was the best was the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I
more
was
than
like,
a Falcons
I
fan.
should have tagged you and was like, yo, show me how loyal are you to your sports team. For me, I chose the Knicks. So I chose just a quick sidebar. I chose Phil Jackson hiring, Derek Fisher hiring, the block by Roy Hibbert, and James Dolan. Like I picked a random image of James Dolan. Like I'm living through this right now. So
Yo,
as a
I
Jet
forgot
fan,
about
I can only
James.
imagine what you've gone through and decide to still stay loyal to be a Jets fan.
Bro, I seen Geno Smith, bro. When I made a bet with my boy a long time ago. My boy Brian, shout out to my boy Brian, right? We made a bet at the time period that I was like, yeah, Geno Smith gonna go to a Super Bowl when he with the Jets, and then that's the same season he got punched in his mouth,
And broke his jaw by his teammate. Yeah,
bro,
them Geno Jet days was funny.
bro.
Them Geno Jet days were
But
funny.
you know the crazy part is that was like our blessing in disguise because that's when Ryan Fitzpatrick he came in and that he won us 3 games, bro. We haven't won a 3-game win streak since Rex Ryan was really like our legit coach. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's when I was like, wow.
Now you
But
got
I went through too much shit with that team. Then
now
I'm
you got
still on that team.
the Aaron Rodgers highlight reel going there too. The highlight reel. just running onto the field with the flag. That was the highlight reel.
And I told you I was screaming my lungs out in the garage when I seen that man go down. I
Well,
was like, ugh.
I'm all right. I did not laugh at his injury. Me and my dad was at a bar because it was like half off on burger, and we went to go watch the game there and get eat. So we saw the injury go down. So me and him like looked at each other looked at each other at the same exact damn time, and we fucking started crying. I don't want to curse. Excuse me for curse. We just started crying, like laughing, not at the injury because it's serious. We hope he was all right, but it's just the circumstance of how and when it happened. First play of the game for the Jets, injury, all the Jets hype, and you just saw like an air just be sucked out of the
Bro,
bro,
that's luck, bro.
bro.
I kid you not. Like our luck is like so.
That's hilarious. That was hilarious. But I'm gonna go best rivalries. Obviously, I was trying to think of some good ones. I was trying to think of some funny ones. So I thought like, okay, you got Duke UNC. That's a classic.
Oh yeah.
And that's anything with the NFC East in football, Cowboys, Eagles. I think
Oh
that's
yeah.
probably the better one. The
Washington.
Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys. The Cowboys Giants been more so an annihilation.
Mm,
Cowboys, Eagles, I think is the real rivalry because they always go back and back.
mhm.
What's a real good one? Oh, Isaiah Thomas versus Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, that's still going on to this
That's a
day.
rivalry.
That's still going on to this day.
That's 50 Cent. That's the 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef of the NBA.
Yup.
Oh,
What's
add Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan to that now. That's a real rivalry.
Yo, you just mentioned them without even really mentioning one. You 50 Cent and Ja Rule. That's another.
That's a real one. No, they the orchestrators of rivalry.
Yo!
When you look up a rivalry, you're gonna look up 50. You're gonna see Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Oh, you can say 50
To
Cent
this
and
day.
and Floyd Mayweather. You can say 50 Cent and Ja Rule. You can say 50 Cent and
To this
50.
50 beef with 50 Cent versus everybody.
Literally. What's
Uh,
another one? I know there was a
Stephen A. Smith versus Jason Whitlock.
Oh yeah, that's never going away. I think Jason Whitlock versus everybody because Jason Whitlock is
That's not a rivalry. He
hated.
just be annihilated. He just get annihilated by everybody.
Yeah, because of what he says about people. Like
Oh,
I
I
hope
know,
and
I
I pray to
know, I
God I'll
know,
never be a journalist like
I know.
Jason Whitlock.
I always feel like that's the one every time because we used to, obviously we had the guest speakers come to talk to us, and I feel like when they, especially the African American ones, they come. I promise you, I think they like, yo, do not become Jason Whitlock. Do not
Yeah.
become Jason Whitlock.
Hell no. And I'm pretty sure they never want anybody to be like Jason Whitlock.
Ever,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
ever, like ever. But what's another good rivalry? That's
Oh,
funny.
Lakers
That's a good.
Celtics. That's always gonna be one.
Yeah, Magic, Bird, Kobe,
Mhm.
Paul Pierce, and LeBron versus the Celtics.
Yeah. Yeah, because they kicked his butt. He kicked their butt. I mean, you can still feel like the tension every time he still goes back there. Like, you know,
Respect. No, that's just Boston being racist whenever they see somebody they don't like.
no,
But
but you can still feel the tension every time like Braun
oh
played there.
yeah,
Like he's still a
probably
Cleveland Cavalier. Like he killed them every single
he.
time. Well, not every time, but
No, they didn't like LeBron from the beginning because Paul Pierce thought he was overrated and all that, and then that just got to the fans and it became a whole thing. I'm thinking of I thought I got a good one. Ray Allen versus the Boston Celtics
ooh.
at the basketball. A celebration without the guy that helped win the title.
You know what's crazy now I think about it? Like I can never get that picture, that image of like KG and Paul Pierce when they had the top 75 and they have Ray Allen walk past him and KG just looking up like
I think him and I think KG and him. I think KG talked about like they pieced it up.
they pieced it up, but it's still like
Oh
it's
no,
still
no, they
awkward.
didn't. They had real. Katie talked about this like on Stephen A. Smith podcast. Like they had real life beef. Like when Ray Allen left for the Heat, he became the op to them. Like they had deceased all disconnections. They stopped
Yeah, like he
talking with each
deleted his
other.
number. They didn't do
Yeah,
none of
like
that.
they didn't piece it. Like it literally took years after retirement to piece it up between them. So, oh, you tell me this is a rivalry or not? We can end it here. Chris Paul versus Scott Foster.
Hell yeah, that's a rivalry. Hell yeah, that's a rivalry because that don't make no damn sense. I be feeling bad for CP, man, because
That's
no way
why
that
it's not a
this shit-
rivalry. That's not why it's not a rivalry because Scott Foster just always wins.
Nah.
He throws
You-
him.
no,
What
no,
does
no,
Scott?
no.
Chris Paul has never won a Scott Foster referee game. I don't think Chris Paul has ever won a Scott Foster referee game.
Yeah, but he almost won in real life when he met that man after the game.
That's
He
a
goes
fact.
so crazy for
That's
my son. Oh
that's
yeah,
a
we
fact.
gonna
That's
duke it out.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Cause yo, I looked at Scott Foster so much different after that. I'm like, nah, you can't. I know you
They've
can get
always
that
had
far.
it out for each other. Even before Chris, like I started noticing during the Clipper days, my man was telling me like, yeah, nah, him and Scott Foster got beef. They got real life beef.
Oh,
Which
you know
I
what? I
go
can know
ahead.
another one. It's petty though.
Which one?
And God rest that man's soul. God rest that man's soul. Jerry Krause and the Chicago Bulls.
Oh!
They never gonna let that shit go. Hey, look, hey, it's not me. It's what the Bulls fans did to the man and his family and the memory of him and his family. I don't give a fuck at this
That
shit.
is
Like
so
that's on the Bulls fans. That's not on me. Okay. Nobody said for them to boo the man when they was trying to give the man a tribute to his family. Like,
yo, that's hilarious. That's messed up, but it's hilarious and it's also accurate. Like, nah, they never gonna forgive Jerry Krause. I don't
they
think.
never gonna forgive Jerry Krause. And
I hope they do, but it's like I don't think it's gonna happen, bro.
I think it's gonna take like a whole generation for them. But then
A
again, Michael
gener-
Jordan's one of the greatest players of all time, so they gonna never forget that shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Oh
All
my
right,
goodness.
let's move on. Because we had an hour now. Let's wrap it up. KD.
Our last topic is the KD.
Let's talk about the GOAT.
Man, the GOAT conversation when it comes to Mr. Kevin Durant. Now, everybody knows where Kevin Durant may potentially, be on their personal list. Like, you have your own personal list of where KD may rank. I have my own personal list of where KD possibly could rank. So, like, in terms of the GOAT status, right? I guess if we try to be unbiased here, maybe we could put Michael Jordan at the top. We'll put consensus that most people will probably come up with. They'll probably put not KD, I'm sorry. They'll put Michael Jordan and LeBron James at 1 and 2, right?
Mhm.
Now, what KD is very labeled to is undeniably one of the greatest scorers of all time.
I think
It
we're
might not
missing
be
some.
in the
Hold
record
up.
book.
We're missing some context here. So if somebody asked him, well, Katie said he should be in the GOAT talk, and a reporter asked him why isn't he, and Katie replied with they are holding me back or holding my legacy back because of the Golden State Warriors decision, which arguably could be a reason. I'm not going to deny it. It's not a reason. It definitely could be a reason.
I think
And
it is
then
the reason.
and Draymond expounded on his podcast saying it's not just that, it's that you haven't won since you left. And Katie also said, what haven't I done in that reporter comment in that locker room post game presser where he said, like, what haven't I done to be in the GOAT? And I'm like, all right, there's a lot you haven't done because let's keep it a buck. Even if you look at the modern day players, which includes Kobe, you look at Kobe, LeBron, all right, where you go Steph Curry next.
Damn, you if think about KD, that's crazy.
Like you're not. Yeah, I don't think like you're going to. KD's going to be labeled as one of the greatest scorers of all time. Sure, he'll get that.
But that's the only category that people bring him up in, though. They don't bring him up. That's the GOAT conversation that
because his resume is not going to match LeBron. He's not passing LeBron on all-time scoring list. I don't think he's got 2 rings. LeBron's got 4. He's got 1 2 more times to tie LeBron in rings. or 3 more.
I think he can. I think he could be top 5. And well, then again, KD about to be 40 soon.
He's not yet top 5. You're not gonna be number 1.
If he stays healthy, I think he could be top 5.
He's got to for him to get to, because LeBron is still playing, so LeBron could finish with 50,000.
I don't think he's going to be number 1. That I could say. I think he'd be top 5 though.
Like KD's got to play like into his 40s to reach LeBron.
And that's the only thing. I don't think KD.
And I don't think KD's going to do that.
30s. But I think KD's in his late 30s, if I'm not mistaken. Let's fact check that. But yeah, I think that's the thing when it comes to Kevin Durant. You know, they link him towards
35
conversation. 30, 35.
Yeah,
oh, then he got time.
I don't think he got time, bro.
He just made 11 the other day this season.
But to catch LeBron. LeBron is about to finish, probably going to finish with 50,000. Like LeBron trying to play with his other son now, Brycey. I think that's his name, Brycey.
Nah, it's just Bryce.
It was Bryce. My fault. I called him Brycey. Like LeBron might not retire till like 40 something.
Okay. Matter of fact, I take that back. He's 10. Actually, he's 10.
He could probably reach 5. He might be able to reach top 5. But
we gonna get to this right now. We're gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
He's not going to catch LeBron. He's not going to catch Steph. I don't think he could be in the GOAT debate. He just can't. He's not going to be a GOAT. Hang on, let me pull it up. He'll pass Carmelo.
All right, Carmelo has 1,000. No, I'm sorry, that's games played. That's minutes played. I'm sorry.
This is like 2,000 something. There we go. 20. What is that? 28,000.
Yeah, 28,289. Right. Kevin Durant has 27,968. He's gonna pass Melo, and he's gonna pass Shaq. So he's gonna get to 8.
Okay.
Right. Not only that, then once he gets to that 30 range, all right, now he got to pass Wilt, which Wilt has 31,419. Right. The next person after them is Dirk with 31,560. Possible. Right. Now the next person after that, that's crazy. I did not know Michael Jordan got knocked down.
We're talking about also healthy. And the older you get, the more your body wanes.
Well, let's look at KD. How many games he played? He played 1,023 games. These guys played.
Look how long it took Kobe to get the 4.
I'm not gonna lie, but look at Mike though. 1,072.
And
then look at KD.
I honestly just think, I'm just going to summarize. Like, I don't think he's going to reach number 1. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to
reach number 1 either.
I don't think he's going to reach 2.
I don't think he'll reach 2 either. But I think he'll.
But that doesn't make you a GOAT, though. We're talking about the greatest of all.
Wait. Hold on. You said that doesn't make him a GOAT if he don't reach at least top 5.
We're talking about the best player in the league, and that's the GOAT, the greatest of all time, not a Mount Rushmore. We're talking about the greatest of all time.
If Kate think of okay.
Like,
so
look
if
how
KD
long
wins one more,
okay,
and he gets into the top 5, that doesn't make him one of the greatest of all time. At that point, you got 2 Finals MVPs. Okay. You have 3 rings at that point. Maybe a potential 4th Final MVP.
What is your criteria? What's your criteria of being a GOAT?
See, that's
the criteria is going to change for everybody.
It's going to change.
Michael Jordan's got 6 rings. Kobe's got 5. LeBron's got 4, and he's number 1 in the all-time scoring list. And every team he's been on has been to the finals. Steph Curry's got 4 championships, 1 finals MVP. The 3-point record that's probably never going to be broken ever again when he retires. And he changed the game of basketball forever. I'm just like, dog, what do we?
KD has one of the highest. Wait, first of all, we forget that he had a very historic MVP season.
He did.
Okay, let's not forget that. He also won Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Right. Now, these are the what ifs, right? Because we already know he got 2 championships and 2 final MVPs. We already know that.
Yes.
You add another chip at another finals MVP.
He'll have 3 finals MVPs and 3 chips, but he doesn't surpass LeBron. He doesn't surpass Kobe.
He doesn't, but that puts him at least top 5 in like at least greatest of all time talking.
Shomer.
Or maybe top 10. I'll
It's
say top 10. I'll say
that
top 10.
doesn't that does no. He asked I should be the great in the conversation of what did he exactly say? It was, I should be the greatest of all time, or I should be
I should be in the conversation of the greatest of all time.
If you want to keep it a buck, fine. He'll probably be in there, but it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and everybody else get the fuck out the way.
Yeah,
and
right,
1, 2, 3 is usually Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Jordan. It's usually a mix around of just those three names. And then somebody is going to get plucked out, and a new person is going to be plucked in, and that new person is most likely going to be Steph Curry. That is just life.
Or they just might add him to number 4. And who's to say KD can't be number 5? That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, if they add him to 4, they add him. I'm just saying though,
then
because
it's not. He's not. He won't be the GOAT. He'll be the great. He might go down as one of the greatest scorers ever. Sure, fine. If you want to call it that, because even then you how do we define LeBron James scoring? I got the fucking all-time scoring record.
But LeBron.
Exactly. The criteria is going to have to change no matter the fit whoever narrative.
It's kind of like the MVP. It's like the narrative changes.
The best player on the best team, or the best team with the player.
It never worked like that all the time. It's never usually the best player on the best team.
Russell Westbrook.
He was the best player, but not on the best team.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking the best player on the. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Best player on the worst team, or the best player on the best team.
But either way, they don't even look at it like that. It's just whatever they can do. It's either they're doing something historic. If somebody doing something historic,
it's not.
Season,
I think it's leaning towards that. Sorry to cut you off. That it has to be an historic season. You have to be doing some record-breaking stuff, whether for your career or for the league itself. You got to do something record-breaking, because Russell Westbrook had a record-breaking year, league basically like with the averaging a triple-double. Joker went back-to-back because of his efficiency and numbers.
James
and all
Harden
that.
did too.
James Harden went crazy, averaging 30 plus, and changed the game with the ISO ball. So is that did James Harden win the ring? Is he a GOAT?
No.
Like the criteria changes.
But to see the thing with James Harden, you would have to win it multiple times. He only won.
That's true. He would have to win it multiple times. He would have to win it multiple times for him.
I feel like that's what people might be basing off. How many times can you do it?
Like it's Kawhi a GOAT because he got 2.
Nah.
And he got 2 Finals MVPs.
Nah.
See, we're changing. Like the criteria changes for every player.
I mean, but he don't got no MVP. Look, that's all right. So that's the hard part. People doing it based off accolades. I'm not trying to do it based off accolades.
How do you grade the GOAT?
I don't know, because it seems like people grade him off accolades. To be
honest,
I
grade it off stats, accolades, resume, and impact. Those are my 4. Always say. Those are the 4.
I think that's the best.
And fifth would be if I watch you.
But people put their bias into those things, so it's like even if
there's gonna be a bias in everything.
But how can you? But you can't do that though. You can't have a standard.
That's why the GOAT debate is subjective. That's why the GOAT debate is subjective and just ratings, because everyone's going to have a different GOAT. But actually, that's a lie. Everybody, you can have Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Everybody's probably gonna have them same 3. The difference is where you're gonna rank them.
That is true. Now, if there was no ranking system and you just named yourself one of the GOATs, I bet then we having a whole different conversation now. But if we're gonna, that's the problem where it lands. Who's better than who? And we can't just put it into one category. Like if we had a basket that just said GOAT and not GOAT, we would put. It would make so much sense to put people. Oh, they're the GOAT. They're the GOAT. They're the GOAT.
This is how I also think. If you do it by rings, then Jordan's not the GOAT and Kobe's not the GOAT. That'll be Bill Russell. He's the GOAT because he got like 11 championships. Then you could probably put like Robert Horry and somebody in there. Then that wouldn't make sense.
That'd be abysmal.
And then like if you go by talent, who's the most talented ball players in NBA history? Vince Carter will be one of them.
Yeah.
T-Mac will be one of them.
LeBron
will be one of them. Mike. Shaq.
Fuck it. You could say for the most dominant. Wilt. The most dominant.
You could go dominant player in NBA history. Shaq, Wilt.
So like when it comes to ranking, I feel like when it comes to ranking, everything is subjective.
It is
everything is subjective because there's no way that you can really just pinpoint this one person without having bias into it.
It's tough. Like that's why it's like I just tell you my GOAT is LeBron and I keep it pushing. I don't argue with people with it. I just don't because there's nothing I can do to say. Because if
I'm
your
on
goal is
record saying he is
say
and
if
he
your
isn't.
goal
So I
say
don't
if your
know.
goal is Jordan, what am I going to say? LeBron's got 5 rings. He got the all-time score record. He's led every team he's been on to the NBA Finals. He's been a perfect ambassador for the game of basketball. He's never been in trouble. He's never been a scandal. It's never been nothing. No baby mama drama. Nothing. You could say, well, Mike's never played in the Game 7.
That's it.
Done.
That's about it.
Done. He's undefeated in the finals. Done. You could say Kobe's the GOAT. Because everything he did was awesome. It was amazing. It was like Kobe looked at Kobe. You looked at Kobe and said, yo, that's a bad MFer.
Yeah, that's a bad motherfucker. You still say it to this day.
Exactly. Like
I don't
just
know.
you could say Curry's gonna be a GOAT. I broke the game of basketball. Fundamentally, I broke the game of basketball. Everybody wanted to dunk. Now everybody just want to cross over and a jump shot.
Yeah. Impact. There you go right
Impact.
there. Impact.
Like it's just subjective. It's just no point. It's like he could.
No, there's a point. Don't say there's no point. There's a point, but it's hard to make the point, you know?
It's like it's nothing there. Like I can't tell you. I really can't. Like you might think that's like picking your favorite movie. You might say The Godfather is the best movie of all time. I might say Avengers: Infinity War is my favorite movie. Is the greatest movie of all time. It's subjective, bro. It's subjective.
But, man,
it is low key biased because I do watch a lot of superhero films. But point is like it's every like the GOAT debate is it's like no one. I never seen anybody give a logical, realistic perspective without no bias aside.
Yeah, it's impossible. Because you can't. It's not like you cannot bring up numbers. You cannot bring up accolades. You cannot not bring up impact,
talent, like impact, like all of it goes into play. It's like the best artist in music. You can say Jackson, but then Drake can make a case because he beat Michael Jackson's record.
And then even at that, you could say people might argue that Prince is better than
you
damn
could say
Michael
Prince
Jackson.
is better. You could say Ray Charles or James Brown. You can say Beyonce. It's just Taylor Swift. Shit.
How about this, right? We just stop comparisons altogether. We just let people do their thing.
We can't do that because that's how humanity is worked. Like ranking system is part of humanity. So we're always going to do the ranking. So like how I told you, it's 1, 2, 3. Everybody get the fuck out. You don't matter. You don't. My GOAT list right now, LeBron, Jordan, Kobe.
If I had to put it, I'll probably agree with you. Same way.
And personally,
LeBron, Kobe, Jordan.
Real shit. I ain't tell nobody this outside close friends. Kobe might go down to 4. Steph Curry might be 3 when all said and done. I'm looking at the impact Steph Curry's also had. Everybody wants to, even though Kobe was like, outside of the first 2 I just named, Kobe was the least talented because he turned himself into a superstar talent. Curry wasn't. Curry's not God. Doesn't have like doesn't like he has God-given abilities, like God-given freak talent, like the freak of nature, how people used to say it. Like when you look at LeBron and Jordan, nobody can get that. You can't. You gotta be born with that type of vertical. You gotta be born with that kind of size and strength, like LeBron has. Same thing with Shaq. Curry has a jump shot, and it's buckets.
It's butter. It's so butter. Like yeah, I mean I can't even.
Like
we all know how Curry.
Dog, come on.
Like it's just I don't know.
Come on, in terms of impact, dog. Remember when we used to get a paper ball and say Kobe? Dudes are getting paper.
Steph. I'll tell you that. I still ain't. I'm not saying Steph.
No, they ain't saying Steph. I seen my nephew get a paper ball, go halfway across the room. Curry. Wow. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I'm not even talking like a couple feet from the trash can. You just shoot it. No, I'm talking. They go far. Like they make it like a half court shot.
Damn.
Like, that's what they do, bro. It's just Curry to them, and they're Kobe.
Damn.
We talking impact. I broke basketball.
But Kobe got a legacy that's still going on to this day.
And Curry's going to have a legacy that's going to go on forever, just like LeBron. So we can make that argument. Jordan legacy is still going on.
So just add them. There's no fucking top 3. Just add them in. That's what I'm just saying. Just add them to the list. KD just can't get up there because he still got more to accomplish. I kid you not. If he would have run in Brooklyn, he would have been the GOAT. I'm not even going to hold you.
Well, New York would have made him the GOAT. New York would have made him the GOAT because New York hasn't seen a championship in God knows how long, so they would have made him the GOAT.
Yeah, trust me, they would have.
Like Jalen Brunson is the GOAT because he won the Knicks a playoff series.
Yes, and I still consider him that. He's like, I might get a Brunson jersey for my birthday. I'm not even.
I got a Brunson jersey, bro. Shoot.
Yeah,
I gotta connect.
Yeah.
I gotta connect at the flea market.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll be getting some of my jerseys. I get most of my jerseys from him. So, well, we had like a minute 20 now. We could wrap it up.
But I think we touched everything, Josh. Anything you want to add?
Hey man, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and follow us on the socials.
Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe if you're just new here. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll be back next week. You know what I mean? And like I said, we still working on doing the little things behind the scenes. So just keep in mind for that. But ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of After the Buzzer. I am your host, Shomer L, aka ATB. Oh my god, I'm messing up.
Yeah, lights too bright.
Now I'm
bright.
messing up. Yeah,
lights
the lights
bright.
Yeah, I think I might be a little blind. I don't know. Say that. But no, I'm your host, ATB SHOM, aka SHOM Diggity, aka SHOM, what you want to call it. I got my main man here, Joshua Counts, ATB Josh, and we are gone. See y'all next week.